afternoon. Let me get around here. Oof. No. Me and that treadmill aren't getting along today. I had to take it apart and oil it before I could use it. I think this is off a little bit here. Let me get it down out of my way. What I was going to show is another deck I got from purchased from Nikki Sparkle of Holland, one of the many faraway places that I've gotten decks from. Maybe took the longest of any place to deliver, but it seems certain places on the planet are difficult to ship to and from. But I won't show that. It's got an address on it. But this is hopefully a quick kind of quickie show of the tarot of Metamorphosis. Is that what it's called? Is that how you pronounce it? It's more like what I want to say. It's a Los Scarabeo deck, which I've come to realize they are very consistent with the shape of their cards and how their artwork looks. So at first I didn't like it, and then I switched to I want all of their stuff. And now I'm kind of back to there's some things that I probably would never want, really. But that's the box, you know, everything comes in a box, but it's got this cool bottom, typical Los Scarabeo. Other people should embrace that concept. I just wanted to point out the skulls there. This one, the pinkish, if that shows up as pink, I think was named by her as Lulu. I'm going to keep the name. And this one over here, the purplish, looks gray over there, but I think it's more purple. That's James. And then this little antique bottle that I didn't show before. That's kind of cool. I don't know what I put in. Maybe ink. I'm not sure yet. But all the other things I spoke about before, so I won't do that again. But let's spin around this what the back of the cards look like, which I think is, yeah, the High Priestess, who happens to have her hoo-hoo hanging out. But that's okay. And, you know, it comes with the typical Los Scarabeo book and every known, well, it's not every known language, but it's a lot of languages, right? What's on the back of this card? I'm just killing time here between workouts. And these are all things that were ordered in 2017, 2018. There's no order so far. There's a few more things that, no, I did, or what did I order? It's not a tarot deck, because I'm going to try not to get any of those in 2018. Maybe some oracle decks, maybe. I got the Water Crystals Oracle, because that's a cool idea, I think. It's the back of the cards, just a list of like all their stuff. Like I say, there for a while, I wanted to get all their decks, but I don't know, it's kind of difficult. Unless they come through Amazon, they're difficult for me to get. So that's the book, you know, typical little book. Here's the extra card that's in there. It's not your normal Terrasophy or whatever that card is. I haven't shown that deck, but there is a deck from Los Scarabeo who has that card as the Fool, and I did not realize that. Of course, I'm still a newbie to all of these various decks and people that make the decks and all that kind of stuff. But what we're looking at there is the Fool card. Here comes the Magician. This is Tarot of Metamorphosis. Yep, that's what it's called. And here's what the back of the cards are based on, I believe. Pardon the upper body nudity. I just got to get that in there, I think. The Empress card. I kind of like that one. That seems very zen-like, you know, big landscape backgrounds, emptiness, and tiny people. It's not focused on the people, it's focused on what's around them, that sort of thing. The Emperor. Looks like an emperor with a mini-me. It's an emperor with the mini-me. Yeah. The Hierophant. Well, I kind of like that one too. This has a surreal-like, almost like something Dali or somebody could have done. Or Van Eyck. Is that his name? Van Eyck? I don't know. I'm not an art snob exactly. I recognize some things. I know a few things, but not trying to know things. It's not. I'm taking a totally different approach to that sort of thing than I did with computer science and math, where I just had to know everything and understand everything. The Chariot. Wow. I'm not sure she's appreciating having her hair pulled like that. The blonde, that is. Maybe she does. Justice. There's a lot of mini-me's in this deck. There's another mini-me. I didn't see that when I flipped through before. I do like this Hermit card. I'm not sure why. It's almost like the Hermit's being built by butterflies or birds and butterflies or moths and butterflies and birds. They're putting them together with blocks. That's kind of cool. Of course, I have a thing for Hermit cards. Maybe after the next workout I'll do, because I noticed all these people doing these things based on a tag by Ethany. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know this person. Obviously, I don't hang on the inner circle of tarot, whatever. I just don't. I wasn't subscribed to them. I've never heard of them before this tag came along. Maybe they're new. Maybe I'm out in left field, I guess. That's probably more like it. But I don't really. I thought about it, but I don't really want to do the deck thing or the. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal exactly. But I would like to do the cards that I really popped out to me given my, I'll just say, June through December of collecting. There are certain cards that have really jumped and I've spent time with and I keep out of the deck. So I'd like to do a video about that, but hopefully without going into details so much as to why. I'm not really saying the names of the cards. I'm assuming you can read them, but I'll go back. That's Strength. This is the Hanged Man coming up. Hopefully that candle isn't causing any lighting problem. Man, that light's bright. I can't even tell if I have them even. But I think it gets the colors pretty good because it's like a neutral. It's got a bank of LED lights in there. It's meant to, I don't know, work on dark places like a car in the garage or something like that. Here comes Death. I'm not sure about that one. There was one in here I really liked that I'll probably pull out. Temperance. Not sure about that one. The Devil. I kinda didn't see that at first, but now I do. Kind of manipulative, influential. Here's the card I really liked out of this deck. The Tower card. I don't know why. It's not your traditional exactly tower image. I'm going to pause on that one for a bit and try to see it myself without that light in my eye. Oh, I'm wearing one of my gifts. It's a stretchy necklace. I'm not really a jewelry necklace. I used to be, but not so much anymore. Of course, I used to wear medallions, medals, what do you call them? Like St. Christopher medal, that sort of thing. The stars, especially St. Christopher. I do like that Tower card. Not just because it's purple, but I don't know. The moon card's not bad either. Here's the moon. Almost like when you flip it, there's two different planets going on there. Comes the sun. Oh yeah, I did like the Judgment card. Everything about it except for the guy sitting on the roof with the weird hat. If I redrew it, I would leave him out. Here's the world. That's interesting. You spin it around. And then we'll speed up a little bit. I think these have scenery for the minor arcana. Yeah, Ace of Swords. I like this guy. It's like he's like part insect, part person. Kind of like the more evolved Mothman, for lack of a better way to say it. I guess I can just keep going there since they won't spill. Oh, sorry, I didn't even talk about them and I didn't even line them up. Two of Swords. I like that card, so far I'd pull out three. Three of Swords. I would like that, except for the man. Four of Swords. So I've definitely decided to not make as many videos, even though I have a pile of decks, but they've all been shown by other people. I kind of like Five of Swords. Has a resemblance to Tower. A little bit. Six of Swords. That's interesting. Maybe I shouldn't say what I see. I'll say it anyway. I see a werewolf. Seven of Swords. And it's a werewolf tree. When have I seen that before? Never. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. I like it. Has a dolly-like thing going there at the bottom, where it's kind of melting into another image. Tarot of Metamorphosis. I guess that makes sense to be surreal. Knave of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. I kind of like that one. Well, not because she's naked, but something about the way it's done. King of Swords. Wow, there's a lot to look at in that one. I might have to come back to that. Look at all that going on in there. Wow, what a face. Ace of Wands. That doesn't look pleasant. The Two of Wands. I've got a Lenormand deck today after a long order span. I had to go around and get it. It's like sleeting and icy and very icy and some snow. It's all mixed together, but it was slippery as the dickens. So no running outside, that's for sure. That's my preferred place to go because I can just get kind of meditative state-like. I don't mean the euphoric feeling that you get from running where you get the runner's high. For me, I don't think I would get that until I passed something like 10 miles probably because of my background in the old days of running marathons. Plus, I really wouldn't want that feeling. I mean, you know it's chemically induced, so might as well go score some drugs or something if you want that. As if I would know how to do that. That's the funny part. Six of Wands has an insect. I think you could spend some time just looking at these. I'm not sure they would evoke. Is that the right word? E-V-O-K-E. Evoke, emit, involve, no, evoke. Without Google, I'm helpless. You know, there was a time when you read things, you know, I'm picking on Kindle, you would have to figure out a word based on the context of the sentence, paragraph, whatever it was in. Those days are gone. Now you just take your Kindle and put your finger on the word and a definition pops up in like 62 dictionaries. Eight of Wands. I do like this one. Nine of Wands. That's going to wash out probably. Nah. Ten of Wands. Oh wow, it's a big fish. Like island fish. Like an island that looks like a fish. The Knave of Wands. Molten lava, dude. Whoa. The Knight of Wands. It's a strange image. And here's what the box is based on. The Queen of Wands. That's an interesting look. Stop that. Here's the King of Wands. It's an ant from Lord of the Rings, kinda. Not really. Well, I'm not going fast enough. Ace of Pentacles. It's Groot. Kinda. Two of Pentacles. I thought it was a dragon for a second. Oh, two planets, a moon and something else, green. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So maybe I have to postpone my cards of the 2017 until I stare at this deck some more. A couple of these might be included. Five of Pentacles. I was also thinking of a video where you just pluck cards from all the tarot decks and make a new tarot deck of your favorite cards. Now, some people will probably say, well, that blows the whole theme they had going. Maybe. Maybe not. Seven of Pentacles. I'm thinking about doing that. Nobody will care. 8 of Pentacles. Monitor head. Yep, that's monitor head. They're really piling up over there. Not sure what's going on with the Pentacles and equipment all of a sudden. We went from nature to tech. Maybe that makes sense for the Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. I do like that image. Not sure why. Can't believe the number of cars going by with the free. I guess they're doing that thing where people panic and buy bread, milk, and eggs. Probably cereal too. But if you look at that grocery store, if I went over there now, I bet the bread aisle is like barren, and milk is down to nothing, and very few eggs. I don't even get any of those. Well, I get eggs, but Knave of Pentacles. Don't do milk anymore. Too many carbs and sugars. Knight of Pentacles. Yep, very tech. That's different. Almost like it doesn't fit. Queen of Pentacles. But then again, deck doesn't have to fit a certain theme, does it? And the King of Pentacles. Huh. I think I've seen lots of drawings like that. Doodles, people call them. Last but not least, the Ace of Chalices. So these are chalices. I see that image in the clouds. 2 of Chalices. 3 of Chalices. 4 of Chalices. 5 of Chalices. Oh, I see it now. I kind of like that one too. Seem to be drawn to these struggle cards. Maybe everybody is. 6 of Chalices. Hmm. 7 of Chalices. 8 of Chalices. A bit Narcissus. Narcissistic. 9 of Chalices. That's cool looking. 10 of Chalices. Like she's in a big hand or something. Man. Knave of Chalices. Knight of Chalices. Oh my. Queen of Chalices. King of Chalices. And that was, if I can get a card that says it. Where is it? I guess that'll do. That was a quick show of the Tarot of Metamorphosis. And with that, I will say peace and try to get up. Microphone. Oh.